Davenport Mayor Frank Klipsch held a press conference today to discuss options for filling a vacant city council seat. Jeff Justin announced earlier this week he planned to resign for a new job opportunity. He represented the city's 6th ward, which covers the eastern edge of the city. It extends from River Drive to north of I-80, including 53rd Street, where the new Costco store is being planned. The vacancy could be filled either through a special election or by appointment. Scott County Auditor Roxana Morris suggests making an appointment.
We don't want to have extra elections if we don't need to have them, but more importantly, let's focus on individuals who want to represent the 6th ward for the future, to focus on a general election, have time for the community, and more importantly, the residents of the 6th ward to be able to get to know them before the November election.
Jeff Justin will officially resign July 5th during his last council meeting. The city council will have the final say on how to fill his seat. Congresswoman Cheri Bustos is renewing calls for a nonpartisan look at Russia's involvement in the presidential election. She visited Moline Forge as part of her Cheri on Shift events this morning. Local 4 News asked her about former FBI Director James Comey's testimony on Capitol Hill yesterday. She says one big takeaway was how Comey had to take notes of his conversations because he couldn't trust President Trump.
We get these midnight tweets from the President of the United States. Every day out in Washington, D.C., there's a sideshow of some sort. We have called, I am among the members of Congress who have called for an independent commission to look at the involvement of Russia in our democracy.
Bustos went on to say she wants an independent investigation done soon to end the controversy. She says more pressing issues like a farm bill set to expire need attention as well.
Illinois Congresswoman Cheri Bustos says the repeal of Dodd-Frank would hurt working Americans. That response came while she visited Moline Forge during her latest Cheri on Shift event this morning. Local 4 News asked her about that repeal vote that cleared the House yesterday. Bustos voted against it. She says the bill puts all the eggs back in Wall Street's basket while putting everyday Americans at risk.
Who do we report to? I report to the 700,000 people in this congressional district. I don't report to Wall Street. I don't report to anybody who wanted to take away people's homes. I report to the people of this district, so that's why I voted against it.
Bustos also commented on the ongoing investigations into the Russian involvement in the 2016 election. She hopes the independent investigation ends soon to focus more on pressing issues like the farm bill that is going to expire.
WHBF is local for you. This is Local 4 News this morning.
Good morning and thanks for watching Local 4 News this morning. I'm Brittany Price. We begin this morning with breaking news out of Davenport. Police there say no one was hurt when gunfire erupted this morning near some St. Ambrose dorms. Officers were called to the intersection of Harrison and Lombard Streets shortly after 4 this morning on reports of shots fired. Police briefly shut down Harrison between Central Park and Brady while they investigated. They say no one has been arrested.
You could hear the gas line hissing like crazy, and the car was starting to smoke, so the cop looked in the car, said, "We got to get out of here." We all took off.
Now, local sports with Adam Rosso.
Independence Day in the Quad Cities means the annual Firecracker Run in downtown East Moline. This year marks the 35th year of the popular July 4th event. And man, what a morning it was to get out and run at 7:30 a.m. According to race director Joe Moreno, nearly 3,000 runners took part in the run this year. It was a familiar face, Jen Paul of LeClaire, winning her 8th Women's Firecracker 5K, while Rock Island's Ethan Cook took home the men's event. In the 10K race, Wisconsin native Elise Sig bested the women's field, and in the men's 10K, it was Ted Heikkila earning the race victory. Let's hear from a few of the first place finishers.
There's always expectations when you've won the year before, and all you can do is properly prepare and train for it and hope for the best, control the controllables. You know, I can control my training and what I do, and if it works out for a win.
Mostly I'm just running for time, you know, just trying to better my personal best, you know, PR. And right now I'm trying to get into half marathon, so doing longer distances, and this is kind of just like something fun to do. Just kind of came out here to see how it went, and it went pretty well.
I just came down here for the holidays and figured, why not? I'll just get the cobwebs knocked off. I haven't ran a 10K since college, but I've ran a lot of halves, some hilly halves. But I'm just starting out marathon training, and I have not done a lot of hill workouts yet, so this was a killer.
A 5K and 10K course took runners from 1st to 12th Street, and new this year, a mural that greeted people heading into that event. An after party was also held at a local park.